Hey, here we are. Episode 4, Trade Business Tuesdays. We are live. Okay, awesome. We are definitely live. Yeah. Okay, perfect. See a thumbs up. Okay, if you can hear me, guys, can you give me a yes in the comments? Give me a yes in the comments if you can hear me and you can see me okay. I just want to make sure the camera's all right. Everything's been set up properly and we're good to go. So give me a yes in the comments. Hopefully you've all had a fantastic week so far. We're going to be going over quite a good one today, the future of social media and why you should be taking advantage of it. And it's a fantastic one. Thanks, Leanne. Yeah, it's a really good one today. And I think you're going to get masses of value out of this one. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Cheers, buddy. Thank you for that. Yeah, you're going to get masses of value out of it. And yeah, I'm excited to actually to teach you this one or go over it, and hopefully you take in as much as humanly possible. Hey, Dean, hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you on again. Seeing the same faces, which is nice. Means I must be doing something right, or you're learning something. That's the good thing. Okay, so the future of social media and how you should be taking advantage of it. The guys that are in here at the moment. There's more people piling in, but the guys are at the moment. Are you using social media? Are you using Facebook, particularly? Are you using Facebook at the moment? And I don't mean using Facebook in terms of like just like boosting posts or putting posts on. Are you using Facebook ads to get work and for your business? Give me just put FB in the comments if you're using Facebook as an advertiser. So FB. Okay. All right. As always, give me a hashtag replay in the comments box. If you're watching this on the replay, I like to obviously get back to people and see who's watching and see who's actually jumping on. It's really nice for me to see who's jumping on, because I can actually see who's liking the topics that I'm coming up with, and ultimately, I might touch on marketing, I might touch on actually business systemization, and business systemization might not be one that people are really that interested in, whereas marketing might explode. So it kind of tells me that as well. And another one is, our fans have got some FBs coming in. So Mike's using Facebook, Dean's using Facebook. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. So you'll be pretty up to speed with what I'm going to be talking about today, hopefully. If not, then obviously a bit of a learning curve for you, which is always good. Adam, you can't see anything. I think that might be something to do with your end, Adam. Hopefully everyone else has said yes, they can see me and hear me fine. So maybe something with your end. Maybe try and have a fiddle around with what you got there. Yeah. So hopefully you're going to learn a ton of stuff here today. If Facebook's a massive platform, and it's a really good tool. So I'm really excited to get into this one. So give me a location. Give me what location you're in. I want to see where everyone's actually watching from at the moment. Let me know if you get that back, Adam. I'll be interested to see if you managed to get the screen back. So give me a location. Give me a location where you're actually watching from. Even if you're on the replay, give me a hashtag replay and your location. And also another thing I would say is if you can share this, I would really appreciate it. I want to get this out to as many people as possible. If we can share every one of these lives that I'm doing, this is episode number 4. I'm already looking forward to episode 104. So, you need to be here with me for the long haul, guys. Middlesbrough, we've got Scotland, Hearts, nice. Thomas, the gym. Watching from the gym. Nice. On the running machine. Okay, so I'm gonna get straight in. I'm gonna jump in and get leads. Oh, Adam, you can see. Everything good now, Adam. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, so let's jump straight in. Basically what we've got here is I've got 2 parts to this, and first part is going to be organic growth on Facebook and how you can basically kind of get to know what to do and actually, work with the algorithm that Facebook's actually got. Tom, doing paperwork in Leeds. Awesome. Okay. Right. So if you like these tips and you like what's going on here, Adam, all good. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. I'm glad to hear that you can see and hear me all right. So if you're liking these tips that you get here, every week, and you're thinking, what, I want to take my business to the next level, check out this up here. If I can actually do the hand right, if you can see me. TradeLaunchSecrets.com. That will take you to a training that I've done. It's about an hour and a half's training. You can go through that, and it'll give you a massive insight into running a trades business, and ultimately the story that comes with me. So without further ado, let's get straight in. So organic growth on Facebook. So first of all, can you just give me a yes in the comments if you've got a Facebook page, like a Facebook business page? And I'm not talking about a personal page. I mean a business page that you've already actually got a banner on, a page that you've already, you've got lots of content on there. Give me a yes. Give me a yes, Facebook. Yes, Facebook in the comments that you've got a Facebook page. So basically, let's jump straight in. Facebook page. So the Facebook page. Can you see this comment? Because last time you didn't see them. Yes, I can see your comment. Yep, I can see your comment. Happy days, Matthew. Awesome. Thanks, Adam. So basically what we're going to be looking at is that you need on a Facebook business page, if you haven't got one already, then basically what you're going to be needing to do is you're going to be having a nice banner cover, and one of the key things about having a nice banner cover is you have an image of your business. Because ultimately that's the image that people see when they first come onto your Facebook page. So it needs to be a good image of, like a professional image of maybe, if you've got one van, maybe you with the van, and you could even have like some of the things that you do within that image. So if you do services like you do, plumbing, heating, all these things, you could have the services in there. So at a quick glance, people can actually see. So that's the first thing. Secondly, I would say that you need to, now I see a lot of people doing this, and they'll basically replicate from the banner to the profile picture. Now, where you've got the banner and the profile picture, one of the big things that's happening in this day and age is that, on Facebook, content used to be king. Posting up content all the time and just sticking content on, that used to be king. But that's no longer the case. I mean, it's still important. Don't get me wrong, it really is still important. But actually what's king now, or queen, is engagement. Engagement in actually building relationships with people, actually engaging with people, responding to people, making those relationships on Facebook. So what I'm getting to here is that what you need to be is more personable on your pages. So if you're more personable on your pages, then you obviously, there's a person behind it. But I see what a lot of people do is you've got the banner, so you've got this lovely picture or not so lovely picture in some cases, and then all you do is literally put the same thing straight onto your profile picture, or the shrunk down version onto your profile picture. And for those of you who don't know, the profile picture is the little round picture that you see on your comments when you're posting. So what you want to be doing is you want to have your nice banner picture with your van, as I said, the services, all that kind of stuff. And then what you want to have after that is your profile picture, which is a profile picture of you. And that could be a profile picture of just you. It could be you and your family, but it needs to be personable. And it makes a big difference. It really does, because people these days want to know that they're dealing with a person. Think to yourself, when you go onto a Facebook page or when you go onto somewhere, if you can see an actual person and it's an actual real person, then you 9 times out of 10, you'll be, more inclined to go with that person than you would do if it was, just constant like marketing or constant, banners or, images. People want to see real people. So that's my first tip. I would recommend you absolutely do that on your Facebook page, because it does work. And you have to build your own personal brand now. And your own personal brand will skyrocket your business. Another thing is adding content regularly. A lot of tradesmen I see that are using Facebook literally write Facebook off because at the end of the day, they do a couple of posts a month and then they'll say, it's not working. Facebook doesn't work. Or you'll boost a couple of posts and Facebook doesn't work. Well, Facebook, to get organic growth on Facebook, what you're going to be looking at is a lot of hard work. And you've got to think about what Facebook are actually trying to do. They've got, hundreds of thousands of advertisers on Facebook, all basically vying for space. They all want space. So what you're going to get is, what Facebook are going to do is they're going to reduce your organic reach. So if you put a post up on your Facebook business page, it's not really going to go anywhere, So let's say you have, I've got over 8,500 on mine. If I put a post up, it doesn't go to 8,500 people like you would think. They kind of restrict it based on loads of different things. And one of the things is that you're not paying for it. So they're not going to give you full reach because you're not paying for it. They've got lots and lots of people that will pay for that reach. So they're not just going to give that reach to you for nothing. So what you have to do is you have to be a bit cleverer about it than that. And what they'll do is they will give you reach if you're a consistent, if you're consistent on there and you're actually adding content regularly, and that content has to be engaging. It has to be, good content, and moving on to content, Facebook Lives are the way to go. Facebook Lives are really, really important when it comes to, growing your Facebook page and growing the following on your Facebook page. If you're not doing videos and doing Facebook Live, you are missing a trick. You have to be doing videos and Facebook Lives. And I know some of you are probably thinking, I'm not doing that. I don't do video. I don't go on video, but it will literally skyrocket your reach. Facebook love that. And they will give you a lot more reach for it. So why not just jump on there? And I'm talking about, Facebook Lives where maybe you find something that's quite interesting, or maybe you can teach someone. You're just about to do something and it's relevant to your business. You go on a live, you say, listen, I'm just about to, undo this or replace this. I thought it would be interesting for everyone. Jump on the Facebook Live and I'll teach you how to do it. Facebook will give you massive reach for that. They will give you a lot more reach than what you would get just organically, just literally putting a post and a picture up there. So that's what we're that's what we're dealing with moving forward. The other thing, that's you, Matthew. Well, that's you. You're doing pictures, or that's you. You don't want to do videos. The other thing that I want to highlight is, and it's not a lot of people know this, but Facebook as a platform. They don't want people moving off their platform. They've got people on their platform, and because they've got people on their platform, they've actually, that's the way they make their money. So what they don't want is they don't want you coming on, doing a post and then putting a link which goes outside of the Facebook platform, because you're literally taking people off Facebook's platform. So what they'll do is they'll restrict your reach again. But if you're doing that, these are little things that people don't really understand, and it really reduces the reach that you get on your Facebook page. So bear that in mind when you are, when you're posting. If you're going to post something and you're putting your, you don't do video, Matthew. Don't do video. But a really good point. I want to see you doing some videos now, Matt. So you really need to think about that when you are doing, you're trying to build your Facebook page and you're not really doing much on the page. You're not really going to get anywhere. You're literally, it's like being in quicksand. You're not going to engage people. You're not going to get anywhere because Facebook isn't giving you the reach. And when you go on there and you put a post on there and you're trying to get people to look at your Facebook, again, they're going to pull back your reach again. So that's about the kind of reach side of things. The next part I want to kind of go over is more kind of in depth about the whole Facebook, creating a Facebook strategy. And this is called the 5 stages of creating your Facebook campaign. And what I want to do is I want to go over the 5 stages. I'm going to write it down the board. The first stage that we want to go through is, your Facebook ad. That's the first stage. And then we want to go on to your funnel. And I'll go over this. And then we're going to go over your message. Then we're going to look at your audience. And then we're going to look at your offer. Hopefully everyone can see that all right. With me in the way. Can everyone see that all right? I'll move out of the way. Okay, so So basically what people tend to do on Facebook is, a tradesman generally will, people will, not just tradesmen, it's generally people that have, no kind of insight into how Facebook works or even kind of any idea about the whole marketing side of things. Matt, I'm guilty of that, but I find it hard for time. But at a point you made the other week about the missus doing your books, she has social media degree, and you're not using her, but she doesn't want to do it because she does it every day at work. Yeah, this is the thing, But good point I made. Good point I made last week. It's a difficult one. Obviously, you don't want to come it's like they say about a builder's house. A builder's house is never finished because he doesn't want to come home and do the building work. It's the same kind of thing, but yeah, I mean, you can absolutely do this or outsource it or get someone else to do it, but learn it yourself. So, what a lot of people do that don't really understand the whole Facebook side of things or even the whole marketing side of things, they will start with the Facebook ad. Straight away you go in, I'm going to do a Facebook ad. So that's it. You just go in, you literally put a picture up, you put a little bit of text up, and then you boost it, or you see that maybe one of your posts has done fairly good. So you literally go on and you literally just a boost button at the bottom. It's a pointless exercise. You might as well be flushing your money down the drain. So what I do is start with the Facebook ad. If I explain what all these are. So basically, if we start from the offer, because what I'm going to say is what you would normally do is you start from the Facebook ad, then people would, if they were actually following this, they'd go through the Facebook ad first, the funnel, and then the message, and then the audience, and then the offer. I mean, you have to go through this kind of stuff in Facebook if you're going to do it properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that people are doing this the wrong way round. What you actually want to do is you want to start with your offer. Start with the offer. If I can write offer. And then you want to go to your audience. Then you want to go to message. Then you go to funnel. And then on to your Facebook ad. So your Facebook ad is the last thing you actually do. And the reason why we do this the other way round is because before you do your Facebook ad, you need to know all of these things. So first and foremost, what you need to know is the offer. What service or product are you actually offering? What have you got? What's valuable? What is your valuable thing that you've got that you can offer the client that they're going to want? What have you got that they need or they want? That's what the offer is all about. And this is the part that people miss when they're doing, any kind of advertising, particularly Facebook advertising. You need to get this stuff clear before you can actually go forward and literally, do a Facebook ad, because a lot of people are sticking money on Facebook ads and you literally might as well be spraying it to everyone and not necessarily your target audience. So first thing to do is understand your offer, understand what you're actually offering people. What's valuable? What have they got or what have you got that they would want or need? The second thing is the audience. So the audience, how can you get the audience to resonate with your product or service? The audience will, where do they hang out? Where are they? What's their demographic? And what are their pain points? All these things need to be considered when you're actually thinking about, doing a Facebook ad, because otherwise you just don't know what you're doing. You don't know where your ad is going to. You're the person that needs to funnel that into your perfect audience. The other thing is what is your audience's desired outcomes? What do they want from the service that you're offering? What do they want from your service offering? So also what have they been through? What have they been through in the past? They may have been through some experiences in the past where actually, that kind of thing doesn't work for them. So you need to identify what's actually going on with your audience. And I know this sounds crazy, guys, but this is kind of in-depth stuff, and this is stuff that you really do need to understand. So the next thing is once you've got your offer, we now know what we're going to offer. So you've got a service or a product or something you're going to offer. We've now identified what kind of audience that offer is going to resonate with. What audience are we going to make that offer to? The next thing is the message. So the message, you need to create a message that talks to that audience, this particular audience that we've identified. You need to speak to their desires. You know, what are they, you need to speak to what they want. So your message needs to resonate. You need to overcome their pain points, you know, because everyone's got pain points. You know, if they've got objections to your service or your product, everyone's got objections to these things straight away. So you need to understand that. You need to craft your message so that they will, you know, they'll want to go further within your funnel. You know, you'll take them further down your funnel. And if you don't know what a funnel is, don't worry about that. I'm going to be coming to that. So that's really important about the message. You know, understanding, first of all, your offer, you know, what you're going to offer these people. Then you're going to understand what offer is, you know, sits with that audience. So what audience is going to want your offer? You know, the next thing is the message. So what message are you going to send to that audience, you know, that resonates with them about your offer? So this is the key stuff. The next thing is the funnel. So the funnel is effectively, a group of landing pages, or what it could be just be one landing page or two landing pages, you know, but they are landing pages that convey your message visually. You know, they represent what you're trying to say visually. So they have to have, you know, compelling headlines. So, you know, a big headline that actually draws that person in. And if any of you have been onto my page, and if any of you go on to Trade Launch Secrets, you'll see what I'm talking about there. You'll see that I've got a headline on there that will resonate with tradesmen. You know, it also, the funnel is also about your emails. What email marketing system are you going to send out to these people that you're actually bringing through your funnel? You know, because once you bring someone through your funnel, generally you'll get their email address. So now you've got another form of contact that you can use for that. You know, you've also got to think about your sales message. What message are you going to convey within this funnel? So the funnel, for those of you that are still a bit confused about the funnel, it's a bit like a web page. That's the best way to describe it. It's a landing page that you can literally jump on and it's a message that resonates with you, and it talks to your pain points and your desires. And a pain point, you know, might be something like, you know, I don't believe that this will help me. You know, nothing's ever helped me before. So you need to try and overcome that. Or, for example, I don't do consultations. I've had a bad experience with consultations. They don't, you know, I'm never doing those again. You know, as an example, you know, so you need to try and overcome that and get them on your side. So that's where the funnel comes in. And it's only once you've done the funnel and you've gone through all of these steps, you've got your offer, you've got your audience, you've got your message that's talking to your audience, and now your audience are going to go through your funnel, are ready to go through your funnel, is you can actually do your Facebook ad. And when you're thinking about doing your Facebook ad, one of the key things you need to think about is what kind of ad is it going to be? Is it going to be an image ad? Is it going to be a long copy ad? Is it going to be a short copy ad? You know, is it going to be a carousel ad? Or is it going to be a video? You know, a video of you. I mean, again, some of you might have seen a few videos online of me, you know, on Facebook that ads of me actually sitting there going through with my hands, for those of you who've seen it. Yeah, so, you know, you got to decide that. And this is still a key part of it. It's still a really key part, because at this point, it's the first point that they see you and see your message or see your offering. So this is the point that you need to actually draw them in. So this needs to be really compelling. So there needs to be good copy. And what I mean by good copy is you need to tell them either a story, or you need to, depends on what you're trying to go for, but, you know, it needs to resonate with the person that you've identified over here. And if you can do that, then obviously they get into your Facebook ad, they jump into your funnel, and then obviously the message, the audience, and then they go for your offer. That's effectively how this whole Facebook marketing thing works. And I know that seems like a hell of a lot of work, but, you know, it's something that you should already know. I mean, you should already know effectively what your offer is. You know, if you don't know what your offer is, then you should really be thinking about, you know, what have I got to offer people? What have I got to offer my audience or the people that want to buy kitchens? What can I offer to people who want to buy kitchens that is maybe a little bit different? You know, so you should understand that. And then as soon as you understand that, like for my example just there, straight away, people who want to buy kitchens. So your audience is people that are interested in kitchens. So you can go on Facebook and you can identify people. You can even on Facebook identify people that are engaged shoppers, believe it or not. People that have recently used their card. How crazy is that? You know, you can literally identify them there. And you've got like 3,000 touch points on one person on Facebook. This is how Facebook knows so much about each and every person. And that's how it's like a target, like a marketer's dream, which is why I say there's no reason for you not to be doing this stuff, this Facebook stuff. It's golden. If you get it right, you won't be able to keep up with the amount of leads and the amount of, customers and prospects that you get through your funnel. So it's really important, guys. Hopefully you've understood that. I am going to do a little Q&A in a minute where I'll answer some questions. So I'm sure there probably is questions or, a few things that people want to ask. Another thing I want to say is that on the group side of things, I've actually opened a group fairly recently. I know a lot of you are already in it, but if you're not in that, definitely jump in there. If you want the link, I'll put the link in the comments so that you can jump into the group. I'm going to be putting so much value in that group, and I say recently I've actually mentioned in there that I'm going to be doing a 7-day challenge, and it's kind of a challenge for me as well because I want to get results for people within that group. So I've asked the people in the group what they want and what they actually want to see. And I'm going to put together a 7-day challenge where everyone can go through that and they can actually get value and a desired goal at the end of that. So if you're not in the group, jump in the group because you're going to miss out on that. And I don't want you missing out on it. So, again, if you're liking these videos, please like and share. I really want to, get as many of these videos out to as many tradesmen as humanly possible. So, if you've got any questions, guys, drop some questions in. I don't want to go too far into depth with Facebook because it is a bit of a black hole, and I want to try and keep it as kind of simple as possible if that's what I've done. Hopefully, I've not confused or made it difficult to understand. So, drop any questions you've got in the comments box, and I'll answer them as best as I possibly can. Facebook ads, guys, is a really good way to go. If you're not doing that already, if you're not using the Facebook, the tools that Facebook are giving you already, today I saw that someone's on Checker Trade and someone's on Rated People, and I'm seeing all these different things. Effectively, what Checker Trade and Rated People are doing is they're doing all this stuff. This is what they're doing. They're getting all this stuff off to Pat, they're getting it down, and effectively, they're getting all the leads in, and then they're either selling the leads on to you. Well, effectively, they are selling the leads on to you. But my kind of bugbear is, well, why don't you do this, guys? Why don't you go on and you take the time and kind of understand it a little bit? And I'm not saying you have to do all of this. You can outsource some of this. But ultimately, it's there for the taking, and you'll get your better clients, not scrabbling with other people for clients that, are kind of low value and not really your demographic. So that's just a little brief there on Facebook. I've no questions coming in. So I'm going to take it that nobody's got any questions. If you have got any questions, drop them in the comments box now. Otherwise, I'm going to go and have my dinner. Okay, guys. Well, again, as I say, if you are looking to take your business to the next level, and you like these tips, and you're thinking, you know what, I want to take it to the next level, jump onto Trade Launch Secrets. Hopefully you can see that at the top of the board. Watch the 1.5-hour training that I've got for you there. That will take you through everything that you need to know. There's 4 main areas there that I've concentrated on, which will get you some massive value. If you've got any comments on that, or you've got any questions, feel free to message me on the Happy Tradesman page, where I'll be happy to answer any questions. Again, like and share this for me, please, guys. The more shares I get, the more I know that this has actually resonated with people. If I don't, then obviously it hasn't resonated with people. Thomas, really appreciate this, mate. Thanks. So keep it up. Okay, thanks. Appreciate that, Thomas. Adam, no problem, buddy. No problem. Okay, so I'm going to sign out, guys. Hopefully you have an amazing week. As I say, if you get any issues or any questions, drop them in the group, and either me or someone else will, I'm sure answer it. I'm pretty good at answering. I like to jump on there and give as much value as I possibly can. So, if you've got any questions about anything, even about this, jump in there, drop it in the comments, and I'll do my best for you guys. No problem, Dean. I will speak to you guys soon. Matthew, I've always used Facebook, but as a tagged from other selling sites. Do you want to elaborate on that, Matt? I feel there's a kind of a question there. I'm just in. Will this... Yeah, it is replayed. Darren, if you are going to watch it on the replay, if you could do me a favour and do hashtag replay, that would be appreciated. That would be good. I do get a lot of tyre kickers, though, that want something for nothing. Tyre kickers effectively tell me that you're going out to the wrong audience, Matt. In terms of tyre kickers, do you mean tyre kickers from Facebook, or are you talking about tyre kickers in general? You know, tyre kickers are just it's kind of like, you know, if you're, I see a lot of people saying, oh, you know, they're basically pissed off with their clients, you know, because they want so much, they want this, they want that. And, what that tells me straight away is that you're not targeting the correct audience. You know, you're targeting the wrong audience because you don't fit together. You're pissed off. They're probably pissed off as well. You know, so that's why this is so important. It is so important that you really understand your audience. Matthew, Facebook. Okay. I mean, are you doing Facebook ads, or are you just boosting, or are you doing organic? Dean, I have my Facebook automated using, let's have a look at these. Just drop a couple of these questions on here. Dean Price, I have my Facebook automated using Social Bee and ManyChat. Nice. Well worth checking out if you want to automate. Yeah, absolutely. I use ManyChat myself. It's a fantastic tool. You can get a basic account. I think it's $10 a month. It's a really, really good way of literally messaging people back on autopilot. So really good point there, Dean. Thanks for bringing it up. I've had some decent jobs. There you go. Matthew, I keep covering my face. Matthew, I've had some decent jobs off it though, because I'm getting tagged in things on local selling Facebook pages. I can't pick my audience. Yeah, I mean, that's the downside. You know, if you can't pick your audience, then you're literally going out to everyone. So it's a scattergun approach. So you've got the potential there to be scrabbling with other people that are also doing the same thing. And that's exactly what Checker Trade and Rated people are. You know, they go out, they get all the audience for you, and they just get everyone. And then they give it out to, you know, all these tradesmen that are like, you know, a pack of wolves trying to get these jobs. And unfortunately, it is a race to the bottom using those kind of sites, and even doing that. So I would always recommend, you know, trying to get onto the Facebook side of things and doing this stuff yourself, because effectively you're going to cut out the middleman. It's probably not going to cost you anywhere near as much as what it would if you're going through these people, especially if you're buying leads. You know, I don't know how much Checker Trade is now, but I know it's not cheap. Yeah, about 100 other people. Yeah, exactly that. You know, and it's not a great place to be. You know, and I know a lot of people, basically, they start up, jump in a van, and, you know, I was guilty of this when I first started. You know, I started up, jumped in a van, didn't give any consideration to where my clients were going to come from, and it was literally like, you know, it was like tumbleweed. So I had to turn to friends and family and all this stuff, and yeah, but that's exactly what people do now. They jump in the van, same kind of thing. You know, nothing's changed. Sort of 20 years on, they jump in the van, don't really know where they're going to get their clients from, and then there's now these sites called Rated People and Checker Trade and all these My Builder, and they're there. And effectively, you get on that kind of hamster wheel where you are getting jobs off these sites, and effectively, it's hard to get off because now you're relying on it and you're not doing your own marketing. And effectively, guys, a business isn't a business unless you're doing your own marketing. All you've done is created a job for yourself if you're not doing your own marketing, because you're relying on someone else, you know. So, okay, go. It's a full-time job taking care of sales and marketing other than Facebook ads and Google ads. What other platform would you recommend? I mean, yeah, it's absolutely a full-time job. This is why it's so difficult for tradesmen to try and get a clear view of exactly what they need to do. But the issue, I'll concentrate on this first bit, the first part of the question first. The issue with tradesmen, Mark, is that, and in my experience, is that tradesmen don't want to let go of anything. Because effectively they like to grow this thing on their own, and the only person that can do it right is that tradesman. So what they end up doing is they end up wearing the hat of the admin person, the sales person, you know, the complaints person, you know, the Facebook ads person, the social media person, the quoting, the estimator, the person who does the job. You know, at some point it gets too much and it just all falls over. So absolutely, It is a full-time job, but this is where, like, this is what I try and get at all the time. It's like, running a business isn't as simple as literally jumping in a van, thinking about getting your business, getting your marketing sorted. There is what I see it as, there's 6 fundamental areas that you need to consider when you are running a business, and that is, your success foundations, which is module 1 in my course. Success foundations is defining your niche. It's understanding what you're there for, understanding, the area that you're in, your industry, and where can you niche down? How can you be the expert in your field? That's the first area. The second part is, still in module 1. The second part is, mapping out your goals. Mapping out your goals and understanding actually why you're in business. When you start to do all this stuff and you start to really hone it down, then you start to actually start creating a business, because you're doing things right from the start. When you get halfway down the trail and you've already kind of, you've done all this stuff that you think is right, you actually need to now rewind when it's not working properly. But I don't blame any of you guys for doing exactly what I've just said. And obviously Dean has just come in there saying, you just explained me, and it's too much for me now. You do need to learn to delegate. So that's the first part. I won't go all the way through what's in my course, but the first part is success foundations. The second part is financial mastery, which basically your finances need to be, you need to really understand your finances. The third part is business systemization. So tradesmen don't think that business systems apply to them. Well, they apply to them just as much as they apply to a corporate organization. You have to be doing that, because at some point, when, like Dean has just said there, you got to a point now where he needs to grow. But, sorry if you're using you as an example, Dean, but yet, have you put everything in place to be able to grow your business? And that's the key thing. And that's the point where everyone actually falls over, because they haven't created processes. They haven't created systems. And other than Facebook ads and Google ads, what other platform would you recommend? I mean, in terms of a platform, I'm not sure that I would really recommend many others. One that I did actually recommend today, not kind of recommend, but I mentioned today on my Facebook Live within the group, when I was talking about Amazon, is Groupon. Groupon is an option. It's an option to get yourself out there. Now remember, Groupon have done all of this. They've done all of this, and they know exactly what their audience is, so they've got a massive audience. So basically what they do is they take your service that you're offering, they say, okay, we're doing a 20 minute, we're doing a 20% off, and that's what you do. It's kind of a discounted, everyone knows kind of what Groupon is. It's a discounted place, a platform where you can get deals, etc. That's really the only other one that I would say, you could go on to. I would say other channels of marketing. I wouldn't try and concentrate on kind of, trying to go down, social media sites or online space too much. Facebook and Google ads are more than enough for you to be dealing with. The other ways of doing it is getting creative with marketing, is doing referral strategies. You can quite easily drum up quite a bit of work if you was doing referral strategies, and you could do that via LinkedIn. If you jumped on LinkedIn, and you could quite easily drum up, referral partners on there and drum up more business. So hopefully that's explained that in depth for you. I didn't go too much into it, but hopefully that's all right, Mark. MailChimp, MailChimp's all right. Yeah, there's plenty of platforms out there that could use that could send out emails for you. MailChimp's a good one. There's loads. You've got Aweber. There's lots of systems out there now, and we're talking about systemizing your business. There's lots of all-in-one systems now that you can use that will actually take care of your marketing, your landing pages, your autoresponder, which basically sends emails out automatically when someone, signs up, and it literally does it all on autopilot. If you had to do this yourself, you'd be literally doing it all night, trying to just literally take care of all the things. But this thing does it all together. And one of the systems that I use is called Kartra. So if you Google Kartra, all in one platform, that's what I use. Question coming there from Matt. Here we go, Matt. What about Instagram? Okay, Instagram, yeah, I mean, you can use Instagram, but what you need to remember, Instagram is for people that are about 25 years old. So you need to look at kind of your audience. It comes down to your audience again. It comes down to what audience are you trying to target. If you're trying to target 20-year-olds, Instagram is your site. Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, for me, for example, I target tradesmen. So I try and help tradesmen as much as possible. You know, I offer tradesmen, to jump into my course, to get people in my program. I tried Instagram, but generally Instagram, when you think about, you're trying to sell a service and you're trying to sell something or even a product, you know, if you're going to people that are 20 years old or 20 to 25 years old, they are, I would say, less likely to have the money that you want, to actually, you know, buy or your service. That's not to say it doesn't work. You know, it does work, but you need to understand your audience before you actually choose a platform. Just literally going out and going, Instagram might work. You know, it's a quick way to lose money. So yeah, hopefully that's answered your question there. And obviously Facebook, the demographic now for Facebook is more people that are using Facebook is like 25 to kind of 45 now. So if you're dealing with people within that bracket, then you're looking at Facebook more than anything. And another thing you need to remember whilst we're talking about it is that Facebook is a platform that is for, you know, it's not reactive. It's brand awareness. It's proactive. You know, no one goes on Facebook when they've got a pipe that's broken. They go on Google Ads. You know, they go on Google. Sorry, Google Ads. They go on Google and they actually Google, you know, plumbing company in London or plumbing company in Barnet, wherever they are. You know, so that's what you need to consider. All those things. Hopefully that's answered your question. Evening, James. I'm a joiner, so yeah, they're skint. Okay, any other questions, guys? Any other questions on Facebook? I was nearly off there, but started answering questions, and I'll happily stay on and answer questions if you have any more. Other than that, I am going to go and eat my dinner. Hopefully it's been helpful. Has this been helpful for you guys? That's what another thing I'd like to know. Has this been helpful for you? Have you understood what I'm talking about up here? And have you got a few things from it? Hopefully you have. Let me know in the comments if this has been of value to you. You know, marketing is such a massive area, you know, and it's one that, you know, is like you said there, it's a full-time job. It really can be a full-time job, but it's finding out the areas that actually work for you and the areas that are the quick wins and the low-hanging fruit. Hey guys, what about local community? Because most people ask about recommendations. Yeah, that's a good one actually. Let's jump on that. Gaz, local community groups are fairly good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people actually do put their services now in marketplace. So instead of selling something, you know, selling a product or whatever the people are selling on secondhand stuff on marketplace, what you'll see now is people advertising their business on marketplace. You know, absolutely another area where you can do that. And a lot of people do ask for recommendations. How do you spell Kartra? Kartra. So you got it right there, Dean. You just need to put an R before your T. So James, I've missed it, but I'll watch it back. Was it about funnels and CRM? It's basically about, organic growth on Facebook, and it was about the 5 stages of creating your Facebook campaign. So, basically what you can do is jump on #replay and watch this over again. Gumtree's the same. There's a lot of people posting on Gumtree. The problem with Gumtree is you're not getting through to your target audience, and your audience again will be the same kind of thing as Check a Trade. You're going out and you're literally just spraying it to everyone. So with Facebook, what you can actually do, and you know, some of you will already know this, you can actually hone it down so you're actually talking to the right person. You know, on Facebook, they know what you earn. You know, they know when you were shopping last. They know what you're interested in. They know what pages you're liking. You know, they know what you're commenting on. You know, so they build up a huge picture. Mike, awesome. Mike, Mike's in my course, very helpful and looking forward to creating good ads. Well, there's a Facebook ads mastery section within marketing acceleration, so you're going to love that, my man. You also need to book your call, my friend. So unless there's any other questions, I am going to sign off for this Tuesday, episode 4. Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like and share this. I would really appreciate it. And if you're not in the Facebook group already, jump in there because you're missing out. All right, take care, and I will speak to you guys soon.